Okay. All right. Recording has started. So, welcome everyone. If you just joined us, feel free to join our game that we have going on in the chat, putting in there what your favorite wellness activity is. It could be anything. I love seeing them. They're so, some of these are pretty unique. Um, so, anyhow, you'll see on the screen some wellness committee members and vitality champs. So, you recognize any of these names, definitely jot them down because if you have questions or they might be able to help you sooner than I would. So definitely take a look at these individuals, and even if you're interested in becoming a Vitality Champ and having your name up here, we would love to have you. So reach out to me after this call. We do a monthly wellness committee call as well. We talk about all kinds of initiatives and events and ideas, and these are the first people that really know what's going on and what's to come down the pipeline. So if you want to be the first to know and want to have input, feel free to send me an email after this and ask for how to join. So, but anyway, we will get started on time so that we can finish on time. So I'm going to turn this over to Michelle. For those of you who haven't met Michelle, which is probably a lot of you, she is our account manager at Vitality. So whenever you email me with issues that you're having, I usually go directly to her 9 times out of 10 for her to help me out. So Michelle's going to help us out throughout this presentation, and hopefully you learned something new that you didn't know prior to this webinar. So thanks, Michelle.
Awesome. Yeah, great. Well, thanks. I appreciate everyone coming in today to learn a little bit more about Vitality. So you might already be using the program and you're an expert and you're just coming in to listen in, or you might be brand new to the program. So hopefully you'll take something away from the presentation today. It'll just be probably right at about 20-25 minutes. We're trying to make this as consolidated as we can. So again, really appreciate everyone joining us today. So just a little bit about Vitality. Who are we? We are the longest and largest running health and wellness program. Our core purpose at Vitality is simple. It's to make people healthier. We provide you with the tools to be able to enjoy a better quality of life. This is an investment from Tavistock in your health. They want you to be the best version of you, whether it's at home or whether it's at work. And this is really where Vitality steps in to help guide you through whatever your own personal health and wellness goals are. This is not a one size fits all program. You get to select the activities that are meaningful for you that you get to engage in. And we all know that wellness comes in many different forms, between mental well-being to financial health to physical health and nutrition. And then there are also plenty of Tavistock specific initiatives that are built into the program. And we're going to explore that, as well as the fun company-wide social activities like the challenges that Tavistock does so well in. So sit back, take notes if you want to. You're welcome to follow along if you're already logged in. So we'll go ahead and get started. If you've already registered for Vitality, you're already using the program, then you're already on your way to success. This page is really just to help those navigate to getting registered if you haven't done so already. There are two ways to do that. You can download the Vitality Today mobile app on your phone. Please make sure that you search for Vitality Today. It is the orange logo on the mobile app. And you can also log into powerofvitality.com on a website. So two ways. If you've never created your account, you're going to click the register now button. It's going to ask you some personal identifying questions. Once it's recognized you and it's a match, you're going to create a username and a password. I always like to throw out this pro tip. Your password needs to be 12 characters. That way it is secure. So if you can't get past the screen, it's probably because you haven't done the requirements for the 12 characters. You can also save your login preferences so that you don't have another username and password to remember each time. So there is a settings area where you'll be able to go and use facial recognition if you'd like. So we're going to go ahead and get started on really the guts of the program. So besides improved health, there are some additional rewards and incentives that you're going to take advantage of. Before I turn it over to Rachel to talk about Tavistock's incentive, I do want to reference the points and status bar that you see here. So when you complete activities in Vitality of your choosing, you earn what we call Vitality points, and that increases your overall Vitality status, starting at bronze, moving to silver, going to gold, and eventually getting to platinum, just in time for the Summer Olympics. So you are in complete control over how you achieve your desired status level and what pathway you use to get there. Again, keeping in mind, the higher your status level, the higher your rewards will be. So, Rachel, I'll throw it your way if you want to talk about Tavistock's initiative here.
Sure. So hopefully most of you probably are aware because this would have just hit your paychecks in June if you're on our health plan. But essentially, we're now on a year-long program. Prior to now, you did your biometrics, you were tobacco free, you did the health assessment, and you got this credit every single month. Well, we're still giving you this credit every single month, but now you have the whole year to work towards platinum status to secure either the $110 or $150 if you have a spouse per month. So the deadline for this is not until April 30th of 2025. So there's plenty of time to get your points in for sure. So you can see on here the breakdown. If you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. If you didn't do your biometrics during the on-sites that we just had, there's still time because again, you don't have to have it completed technically until April 30th of 2025, although I wouldn't suggest waiting that long. So anyhow, you'll kind of see the breakdown here. If you are brand new, if you're a new hire, or say you've been with us for a while, but you just took the health plan for the first time this year, feel free to reach out to me separately because it can be a little bit confusing to kind of understand, but there is it's a little different for if you're a brand new hire. So, but that's pretty much it. I think everybody is aware of this. One thing we wanted to point out before April 30th, 2025, at some point, you will have to update your consent. This can be found on the Act Now page. And this is important because this allows us to award you your incentive. So that button we're going to talk about, I think, in a few more slides as well as a constant reminder. But you please do update that. It's not going to impact your credits this year, but it will next year if it's not updated, because that basically is telling Vitality that you don't consent to participate and we can't see anything. So we can't see any of your completion data. So just make sure you do that at some point.
Awesome. Thanks, Rachel. And if my math serves me correctly, that's $1,800 yearly in wellness credits that employees and spouses collectively can earn, and $1,300 yearly for just employees only. So again, Tavistock is really throwing out a very generous incentive based on your participation and where you want to end in the program. So thanks for that, Rachel. Right. So speaking of numbers, you might be curious to see how Tavistock did last year. The chart that you're looking at right now indicates the amount of employees that achieved the wellness incentive. So were you one of the members in silver or gold or the platinum bracket that achieved the incentive? And most importantly, what status level goal will be where you're at this year and how will you get there? So we had over 370 members of Tavistock that did earn the max incentive last year, and really excited to see where we go with that this year. One last call out, where can you find the requirements? Besides all of the communication I know that comes down from Rachel, you can find all of this information in your Vitality portal. The left side will show you where that can be found on the website. There's a giant Act Now employer incentive button right when you land on the home page. And on the right side of the screen, this is a screenshot of the mobile app. You'll notice that by clicking on the rewards gift box at the very bottom, that will take you to all of the rewards that you have in store for you, including the employer incentive. So just want to make sure that everyone knows where to find that. As Rachel mentioned, you do have to update your consent. Tavistock will not assume that you are wanting to participate in this incentive program. So you'll need to go in and update that. That can be found on the page that I just showed you here, where you will be able to update that. Again, if you have any questions, you can always contact a Vitality Champ or reach directly out to Rachel. We do have something that's new in 2024. This is for the health plan employees only. But another great way that Tavistock is incentivizing physical activity is through the gym rebate program. So a little of how it works, Tavistock will pay to $300 yearly for the cost of your membership to the health club of your choice. Now, there are requirements. All you need to do is complete 144 standard or advanced workouts for the year to earn your rebate. So that's basically 8 workouts a month, standard or advanced. Now, there are some additional information. You'll find this under the rewards tab under the wellness rebates. But there is, your rebate will actually come to you in the form of a direct deposit once you've hit that 144 workouts. Now, a quick call out. If your gym membership is $1,000 a year because you belong to a fancy Pilates studio, Tavistock's going to contribute $300. But if you're a member of EOS and your membership is $150 a year, Tavistock is only going to contribute $150. So there are some things that you're going to need to provide us. It's going to probably be your gym contract. But again, we won't go into too much detail on that. I will tell you where to find that. It is in the mobile app and on the website. It's under the rewards tab and it's under the wellness rebates. This is a sample of what that tracker I just mentioned will look like. So it looks like this person has already hit 25 of the required 144 standard advanced workouts to unlock that $300. So again, a great investment on behalf of Tavistock. You'll have to put in a little bit of effort. We all know that increased physical activity is good for us for a lot of reasons. But again, a new offering this year for you, again, for health plan employees. So, all right, so let's get into.
Hey, Michelle, real quick, I just want to answer some of these questions that are coming through in the chat in real time if we can. Does Peloton count?
No. Peloton, no. It has to be it'll go through the details in the requirements. It cannot be an on-demand program.
Okay. And then to answer Stacy's question, workouts at the gym or workouts in general, it's you don't have to use the gym check-in tool to qualify for a standard or advanced workout. So if you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit that's already picking up those workouts for you, you don't also have to do it again by checking into the gym, if that makes sense.
Correct. Yeah. Pretty much all gyms are covered. It just can't be an on-demand program. It does need to be an actual physical location, a gym. Right. So earning points. We're going to talk a little bit about where you can earn points, and there are going to be lots of different areas that you can do this. I always like to call out, where do you find these activities? You can find them. This is just a screenshot of the mobile app. If you're selecting the activities button in the center here, that's going to open up all of the point earning opportunities that you have. You can do reviews. There's online education. Of course, tracking your physical activity is a great way. There's also some prevention categories too, and we'll talk a little bit about how to upload those things. But I think it's important that you just spend some time navigating through the site. I know most of us use the Vitality program on the mobile app, so I always like to call out where to find that. So the activities button is really going to open up the areas that you can earn points. We understand that prevention is a big part of wellness. Prevention activities are going to get you big points. We're encouraging you to do the prevention activities that you see here on your screen, from your annual wellness visit to your dental cleanings, to even getting flu shots. All of these earn you points. You may not have known that. You do have to spend time going in and uploading a screenshot of whatever proof it is that you had that activity completed. But all of this can be done right at your fingertips on your mobile app. So again, going to that activities button, finding these, and then uploading your proof. I know that most of us has probably went to the dentist 2 times last year. Did you forget to submit your points? Well, the great news is we're in a new program year moving forward. Just like to call out the high point earning opportunities. And here are some examples of some additional ones. You can see chiropractor. They also give points for mental health therapy visit. Again, big part of wellness is mental well-being. You can also get points for time. Did you know that? And that Grail cancer testing that Tavistock is doing right now carries big points too. Again, you just have to spend some time navigating through uploading whatever proof it is that you had the visit completed. I mentioned some Tavistock specific initiatives. Those can be found under the workplace programs. You'll see here, Tavistock wants to reward you for things like volunteer service. Did you know Tavistock hosts financial webinars that you can get points for as well? You've probably attended one of those and just forgot to submit for points. So again, that's why we're doing this presentation today. There's also the 10-week metabolic program that the Lake Nona Performance Club runs, and you can also earn points for that. So call out for prevention and Tavistock initiatives. You do have to go in and submit for proof, but I guarantee you it takes less than 5 minutes to complete it. And Vitality Squares. This is a fun game. Of course, we had to include some fun in the wellness program. You can play once a month. You're turning over fruits, or you may land on the unhealthy foods as well. What your status level is going to allow you to turn over as many cards each month. So you have an opportunity to earn bonus vitality points, and there is also an opportunity to earn gift cards. This is really just an engagement tool, brings you into the portal each month. It's fun to play. I like to play it each month. I actually got 50 points and a gift card this time, the $5 gift card. So I was excited about that. But again, this is just an engagement tool to bring you into the portal each month. If you haven't played for July, go in now. It's under the reward section of your website or mobile app. So we're going to slide into physical activity a little bit. We all know the importance of physical activity. Most of you probably that are already using Vitality are tracking your progress. So I do want to make a quick call out. We make it easy to track these workouts. We do have several partnerships through Fitbit, MapMyFitness, Garmin Polar, Apple Watch, of course. You choose the device that best fits your lifestyle. If you don't wear a device, that's okay. There are other ways to earn points for physical activity. You can self-report, or you can use the gym check-in using the gym GPS. So you get to control how you're earning your physical activity. You'll see here that all devices are able to be tracked. You do have to go in and you have to connect your device. It's not automatically going to start working. Now, we do get a lot of questions about how to connect your device. Go in on your mobile app. You'll see here the activity tracker button is on the home screen of the mobile app. If you select the activity tracker, that's going to walk you through the steps and ask you what kind of device you're using. Some of us don't wear a watch. Some of us just use our phones. Our phones have health apps like Apple Health, Samsung, Google Fit. If you have your phone with you all day, like most of us, it will track your steps. So again, if you're not a person that has a wearable on your arm, that's okay. Your health app will track your steps daily. You just have to go in to connect it. I did want to call out the gym button here on the home screen too. If you happen to be a regular gym goer and you select the gym button, that uses GPS to find the gym that you're working out at. If you spend 30 minutes at that gym after you've checked in, it gives you that standard workout. So just wanted to make a quick call out. And one of the most frequently questions we get at the Vitality customer care is my device isn't tracking correctly. So I want to just highlight a couple of quick troubleshooting techniques. If you're having problems, the first question I would ask is, when was the last time you opened up your Vitality Today mobile app? If it's been 2 months that you've opened your actual app, the data can't sync and it's never going to port over. So that would be the first thing, would be to open your Vitality Today mobile app to refresh the data. The second thing would be, specifically for Fitbit, Garmin, and Samsung, you do need to go into those apps and sync your data. Apple does not have this issue because it's Apple. It seems to be pretty regular with refreshing, but my Fitbit users need to go into their Fitbit app on your phone and go in, and there is a sync button. That seems to 9 out of 10 solve everyone's problem. So again, if you're seeing that things are not matching up, please try these steps. If you're still having problems, please call Vitality Customer Care. We have live people on the other end of the phone Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 Central Time, that can walk you through these troubleshooting techniques. I know our first level of defense might be to contact our HR department, but sometimes that just takes longer. So please call us. We can go through these steps with you over the phone, or you can find one of those wellness committee Vitality Champ people, and hopefully they can point you in the right direction.
Real quick, Michelle, before we leave that slide, sometimes, and this isn't on the quick tips, but if you have multiple devices that are connected, that can be a problem as well. So if you had the Apple Health app collecting your steps, and then you get a brand new Fitbit, well, Vitality is going to still be connected to your Vitality, your health app. So you have to actually go in and delete that and link the device that you do want. So sometimes that happens where you have 2 or 3 devices linked to Vitality, and Vitality is like, what is happening? You have 3 different types of Fitbits and Apple Watches. Which one do you want me to pay attention to? So just take a look at that as well, and just remove any of the devices that you don't want, and make sure that the one that you do want is the one that's connected. I see that a lot as well.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks for that call out on that. And again, if you're having trouble, give us a call. We're happy to help you troubleshoot directly over the phone. I guarantee you most of these issues get solved before you hang up. So definitely give us a call. This number, that you're seeing on the screen here, is also in your portal. It's in your mobile app. It's under the Contact Us. So we want to help. So give us a call. Along the same lines of physical activity, there is a physical activity bonus that you may not have known about. It's called the Active Rewards Program. I know some of you are using it. You guys have high engagement on this. You do have to activate it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what this is. This is an incentive to give you a weekly target for physical activity. If you meet that target, you get to spin the Vitality Wheel, which is always fun. And you can earn gift cards or you can earn additional Vitality points. So each week you're presented with a physical activity target point range. It ranges from 20 points to 70 points being the highest. So it is dynamic. Their points target is going to adjust. So maybe you've had a couple of weeks where you've been sick, you haven't had your workouts. So it's going to fall back and meet you where you are. But let's say you've been training for a marathon and your physical activities through the roof, those point targets are going to go up. I did provide a screenshot. So this only works on the mobile app. You'll need to go into the rewards button and you'll see the bicycle in the center. It says active rewards. If you click the activate now button, that's going to activate your target, which will start on Monday, and it will give you what that weekly target is. So it's exactly like it says here. You activate it, you do the workouts, and then you get to spin the Vitality Wheel. It's one of my personal favorite activities within the program. Keeps me accountable for my own personal weekly goals and just keeps me going. So, and especially if I've got that goal of 70 and I'm sitting at 60 and I know there's 2 days left in the week, I'm going to do my best to try to get up to that 70. So great bonus. And then with Vitality, there are fun company-wide challenges. If you haven't participated in one yet because you're new, Tavistock runs quarterly company-wide challenges. These are meant to be fun, socially engaging, a little bit of friendly competition. If you just completed the Summer Olympics workout challenge, congratulations. Looks like that challenge went really well. That was a workout challenge. But again, we do quarterly challenges. So being part of the program also means you get to participate in these challenges, earn rewards like bonus Vitality points. I believe Tavistock has also done Stanley tumblers and gift cards. So again, these are fun. They're meant to just create a social, friendly, competitive environment. All right. So we are moving right along. We are almost at the end. So if you're ready to check out, don't do it quite yet. We're almost at the finish line here. I do want to talk a little bit about goals. There is a goal section built into Vitality that I really like. You can choose whichever goal you want to work on. So you can choose a goal such as increase your physical activity or stop spending on Amazon at 2 o'clock in the morning or reduce your salt intake. We all know that goals help us measure our progress and then allow us to celebrate our achievements. So throughout the 4 weeks after you set the goal, you'll get to check in once a week to the goal, tell the goal how you're doing, and then how you're going to reward yourself at the end of those 4 weeks. This is an easy way to earn 30 points each week. I personally go in each Monday morning, I check into whatever goal it is I have set, and I'm earning points. So again, name of the game is to earn points to increase our status. So I personally really like the goal setting part of this. There are also 2 healthy mind components of the program. There is a lot of emphasis these days, as we all know, on mental well-being. The sleep well component allows you to work on your sleep. You can earn up to 300 points within the program here. So I would encourage you to check that portion out within the program. And there is also a meditation component of the program where you can earn 10 points daily just for using your Calm app or your Headspace or the Apple Breathe. That's part of the Apple phones. So again, 2 ways to work on sleep and meditation and also earn points. These are both on the mobile app. So again, I'll point you in the direction to make sure that you've got that mobile app installed as well. And we have a number of educational tools online. Some people prefer to go and earn their points taking a nutrition course or listening to a monthly podcast on the vitality themed messaging for the month. There are also a plethora of interactive tools ranging from how to cope with pregnancy to learning how to deal with an ACL injury. So there are a lot of ways that you can go online and earn points too. Again, this is giving everyone an opportunity to earn the points the way that they want to. And online education has a lot of great stuff built into it. So I would encourage you to check that out. Okay, so we're on the home stretch here. I'm going to leave you with a couple of important key notes as we get to the end here. As Rachel mentioned, the Tavistock initiative, where do I find that? The incentive? You can visit the Act Now button on the website or click the rewards button on your mobile app. All of the information that you need to do is going to be there. So the deadlines, the requirements, and what you're going to earn. Please don't forget to connect your device. If you're using a wearable, a health app, a gym check-in, self-reported workouts, make sure you've got your device connected and make sure that you're opening up your mobile app frequently so that that data communicates back to Vitality. Make sure you have the Vitality Today mobile app. We talked about to make sure that you're searching for the orange one, Vitality Today. Make sure you've got the right one. And really, really important, please update your consent. That consent button is located under the employer incentive page. You've got to make sure that you're allowing for Tavistock to apply those wellness credits to you. So make sure you've updated that. And it's important to note that we take your privacy very seriously. Your information is not shared with your employer or anyone else without your consent. And this comes to a close. What will your vitality status be? What's your goal for this year? I'd love for you to set a goal while you're on the call right now in your head, kind of where you want to be, knowing what's at stake for you, what Tavistock is rewarding you by completing your levels of achievement within Vitality. Really, at the very end of the day, Tavistock wants you to be a healthy employee, a healthy family member, whether that's at work or home. So they're giving you all of these tools. You just need to go in and explore, find out what works for you. So again, lots of ways to be able to earn this incentive that you're seeing here. As Rachel noted in the very beginning, we do have a committee full of members, the Vitality Champs, we call them. You'll notice that each department has a number of Vitality Champs here. So if you're looking for some additional support and you see a name here, reach out to them. They might be able to help you do some troubleshooting if you're having any issues. And then lastly, if you're having an issue logging in, maybe your password needs to be reset, you just can't seem to get your device connected, please take a screenshot of this number. Please call us. We want to help you. As I mentioned, we're live human beings on the other end, not robots. We will gladly help you over the phone and resolve your issue. Right. And that brings us to a close. So I will open it up for Q&A. If there's anything that we need to tie up, Rachel.
Yeah, we'll give everyone a couple minutes if you have any questions to drop those in the chat. One thing we didn't mention, but I'll just mention it quickly. Keep in mind the activities that you submit are somewhat date sensitive. So if you try to submit a mammogram from 2021, Vitality is not going to accept that for this program year. So whatever activities that you're doing and you're submitting for, just make sure that those dates line up with the program year, or you might have some difficulties there. So just another common FAQ that I get sometimes of why certain activities aren't being accepted. So, but other than that, we'll give everyone minute or so to drop in any questions with the chat that you can think of, or if you think of anything afterwards, shoot them over to me, and I always try to get back to you as quickly as I can. So, thanks for joining, though, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and we'll take questions.
Yeah, and you're welcome to come off of mute too if you just want to shout it out. But I did